Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Wing Gaming, and Sylvia me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you in a Let's Play episode of Mice T, Julie's Path. So let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Keep in mind, y'all, we're doing movie night on Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Central Time. Going to be in the Discord server watching the first VHS movie, one of my favorite horror movies. Anyway, y'all, this will be, y'all can get in for as little as $5, and y'all be in permanently, so we can keep having movie nights. Anyway, the alcohol and adrenaline coursing through my veins strains my natural tendency to avoid conflict. I haven't been this close to a fight since high school. You don't actually have to repay a business loan if you default. Yeah, see, I told you, there's no way I can. Wait, I don't have to do what? You're not personally liable for a business loan as long as you operate under an LLC. LLC? Limited liability company. Didn't you ever take a business class? I'm an English major. Huh, thought LLCs were common knowledge. Didn't you learn that in one of the business books you read? No! Not that I remember, at least. Okay, maybe I did, but I kept overthinking things and just felt overwhelmed. My drunken rage is replaced with exasperation. So, when are you opening? Opening what? The reading cafe, duh! Well, I do have a little money. Maybe I could quit my job and... Wait, what am I thinking about? I can't do that. Why not? Well, Felix needs me. Screw him. If he can't even bother to give you a day off, why should you care? But I really like the store. I'd be dooming it. It's not your store, Margaret. Take control of your life. Quit your job. Start the cafe. You can be your first employee. It'll be great. As much as I like the cafe idea, she probably shouldn't commit to this after this many drinks. Until then, Lord knows I could use a little extra help around my shop. I mean, maybe if I had something to tide me over until starting in earnest, I can guarantee you days off, too. Give you some time to plan your approach to the cafe before diving in. Yeah! Business loan might be easy enough to get if you have good credit. Plus, I heard the space next to mine is going up for lease. If you're quick enough, we could be neighbors. Put together a confident business plan and show it around town. Might get some bites. Huh, a business plan. We have a few more drinks before I excuse myself. They're patient enough to listen to a few more complaints about Sylvia and Felix, but they don't press the cafe idea much more. Maybe the beer is doing its share of encouragement, but I'm more confident in the idea than ever before. Or maybe I just need some goal, however vague, to work toward. Either way, the night is exactly what I needed. Ugh! Drink way too much. Toby Basha. I need some water in me if I don't want to be hungover tomorrow. I might as well make some tea. I pour water into the electric kettle and flick on the switch. Maybe I'll try that weird floor tea. I rummage through my purse and pull out the box I found earlier. Inside are rows of tea bags, each with a tag. The writing definitely isn't English. Is Chinese? How am I supposed to know what's in this? I pick up a tea bag and squint at the tag. There's some claws on the top and some little dashes and cages on his hat. I bring it to my nose and inhale deeply. Ugh! It smells like flowers, no cotton. No, it's like a sunny, high-pitched smell. Wait, can the smell be high-pitched? Oh my gosh, do I have Semisania? Synthomouthia? Semi-sneezely? What's the thing where you smell noises? Whatever, I'll just have to taste it to find out. Once the water boils, that is. Come on, water! The water ignores my pleas in favor of its usual steady pace. Fine, I'll be patient. Ugh, fine, I'll get some snacks or something. I trudge over to the fridge like it's an uphill hike through the snow. There's a plastic zip bag with a third of a block of cheese inside. Yeah, it's a nice adult snack. Get some crackers or something. I pull the cheese out and dump it on a plate before pouring a handful of crackers out of a box I found. That should be enough time, right? Click. Yeah, tea time! I pour the hot water into my teapot. How many tea bags is it? The teapot holds up 32 ounces, and I'll want to use 1 tea bag per 8 ounces of water. And if I divide 32 by 8, I get, 8 bags? Oh, you drunk idiot. Fucking hell. Water time. CW. No, that's not even remotely close. Taking out my phone, I clear up a tip calculation from the bar tab and punch in the equation. Oh, 4! I knew that! I dunked 4 tea bags in it with as little splashing as a drunk woman could be expected to make. Soon enough, a pleasant scent of grass and berries wafts out from the teapot. Yeah, tea time! My teacup and mug collection greets me as I open the cupboard. I make up most of my drinkware. I rummage around and pull out a ceramic mug I've been gifted for my birthday. For a birthday. I pour a sample into my vacant mug, blowing on it a few times before I throw it back. When the tea hits my tongue, I feel as if my mouth is bathed in the sunlight of a bright summer's day. The tea is a flowery bouquet. There are notes of lilac and honeysuckle on top of a base of freshly cut grass and sweet, rich currents of fresh berries tied all together. Even more, the taste is totally invigorating. It seeps into every rough, dry crevice on my tongue and throat, wetting them in the refreshing flavor. The headache that usually accompanies a night of heavy drinking seems to fade away. Wow, this might be the best hangover treatment I've ever found! The warm, comforting sensation enveloping my head seems to gather around my ears. A heat pulses from the base of each ear, spreading out to the very tips. With each pulse, it feels like my ears grow to match that energy. As if ears could grow! Ha! Once I finish savoring my mug of tea, I'm immediately compelled to have another. There's an emptiness inside me that can only be filled with more tea. I pour out another full serving and chug the whole thing. As I gulp, the tea's warmth trickles down the base of my spine. The heat continues to build up and then disperses, forming what feels like a growth through the waistband of my pants. Ha! Somehow it tastes better than the last one. How did you do that? With the same pulsing rhythm from before, the pressure starts smacking down my butt toward my leg. What the heck's going on in my pants? Some toilet paper gets stuck in there? With each pulse of energy, a foreign object crawls a little further down and circles my leg before coming to a stop. Whatever, these pants are coming off soon anyway. I can get it then. I pour out yet another mug. The aroma is now even stronger. What the heck? How does it smell so good? Taking a couple whiffs, I realize my normal clogged sinuses are completely clear. Shrugging, I knock back another serving. Any dryness in my throat is completely gone. My hands, which were clammy just a few moments ago, now feel soft and smooth. Damn, for 40, this stuff's really good. Hopefully it's just as good when I'm not drunk. I remember the snacks I laid out, and I stuffed a few handfuls of crackers into my face before shambling to my bedroom. Aw. Ha! Maybe I really was drugged. I look like I got animal ears. I traced my finger around the edges. So fuzzy. I got a little animal nose, too. Did Julie paint my face or something? As I poke my nose, I feel something swishing behind me. Eh? What's that? I turn around to see a rope-like appendage swaying from the base of my spine. I can vaguely nudge whatever it is from left to right. Each time I try, I overshoot my goal like I'm moving an arm that's fallen asleep. This is kind of fun. I hear a buzzing from my dresser. I look over to see Gavin is extending his usual post-drinking phone call to make sure I got home all right. Oh, Gavin's calling to make sure I'm okay. He's such a nice guy. I wonder if he knows anything about this animal stuff. Maybe he did with Julie. I spent several seconds contemplating how much effort I want to put into explaining and re-explaining what's happening to Gavin in my inebriated state. Nah. So you know. Water time? I pick up my phone and reject the call before typing out a simple okay sleep into a text message instead. That's to make him feel better. That was a real one. I collapsed onto my bed and I fell asleep in seconds. Day 2. The Armageddon. Into the steep end. I wake up with a predictable hangover. My lids feel like they're glued shut as my splitting head weathers the sound of my alarm. I haven't drunk that much in ages. My ears feel like it's folded over on itself, and the crease aches. I turn to face the pillow and muffle a groan into it. Crap. I need a shower. I lug myself out of the bed and disrobe as I slouch towards my bathroom. It takes a few seconds to warm the water, so I stand there naked, staring dimly at the shower tiles. Once a little steam forms, I walk inside and turn my face toward the showerhead spray. I imagine a power washer cleaning a sidewalk in one of the satisfying YouTube videos as the hot water blasts away to sleep from my eyes. It feels weird. Indeed, the water droplets seem to pelt my ears with unusual force. I just slept on them weird. I shake my head as I fumble through my first attempt to vocalize that morning. My teeth feel too big in my mouth. That's it. No more Imperial quads for me. There's more that feels strange. The water doesn't seem to be running down the small of my back right. My spine feels weirdly long. You're just making stuff up again. The shower will fix you up and you'll be over this soon. I try and take my own advice and take whatever pleasure I can from the simple luxury of a hot shower. My hair feels soothingly heavy as I soak it in water and drapes on my lower back. Just think about how much better you'll feel after the shower. The plan works unusually well. Simply picturing my recovered body speeds up the process. I think about how my mouth will loose all the marbles filling it and how I can get back to ignoring my ears like I always do. It's not like I imagine myself being bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but I'm eager to get back to my usual baseline. Just relax. Let the steam clear your head. Apparently the visualization exercises work because it becomes increasingly likely I'll reach my goal. I even permit my mind to wander. What did I do last night? I can't even remember half of what happened. I attempt to piece together the events of last night as best I can. I met up with Gavin, saw Julie at the bar, and she talked about her time in France. I guess we got a little heated about the cafe thing. I kind of needed a chance to unload about the bookstore. We didn't do anything after that, right? I don't see any tattoos. I don't remember, at least. I can almost hear my mind fog drain out of my body and land on the shower floor as I wring out the last little bit of relief the hot water can provide. It's gonna turn cold any second, and I can't undo all the progress I've made so far. There you go. I take another look in the mirror once I'm finished. Yep, everything looks normal, unfortunately. I guess I'm fine. Okay, I missed my day off, but at least I only have a half day today. I flicked my electric kettle on. Over at the stove, I melt some butter and crack a few eggs into a pan. I heat a pot of water for some oatmeal. What should I pair with breakfast? My routine is oatmeal and eggs with English breakfast tea, at least for mornings when I have enough time, but for some reason the option strikes me as underwhelming. Instead, my hangover seems to have installed a craving for something I can't quite place. Something fruity, something more flavorful. I noticed the box of tea I picked up from Tea Friend sitting on the table. Why is the floor tea open? Oh god, did I drink it? I was just gonna throw it away. I take a tea bag and sniff it. It gives off a sunny, sharp smell of grass and mixed berries. The cravings intensify. Maybe I'll give it another shot. One second, Neil. Water time. I carry everything over to my armchair. It's not the most convenient place for eating, but it's comfy for reading while picking up my food. When the alternative is scarfing everything down as I rush out the door, I'll take a little convenience for the chance to slow down. I breathe in some of the steam wafting off the tea's surface before taking a sip. I'm tasting hints of grass, honeysuckle, lilac, plus a mix of currants, blackberry, and an herb I can't quite place. Whatever it is, it's really good. It's not too strong, but there's still enough there to keep me wanting more. I could drink this stuff like water. I tear my focus away from the tea and toward my book. Finally, a free hour I can spend reading. That thing's gonna stop me this time. Then a deep, dark forest, two cloaked men appear in a small clearing. One stands in wait as the other drags a struggling bound figure behind him. Before they can exchange words, the piercing flip of an arrow cuts through the winter air. The hostage-bearer falls to the ground, blood flowing from his chest. The young man who was held hostage tumbles to the damp, dew-soaked grass along with his captor. He's too shocked to dwell on how close the arrow came to striking him. Whoa. Swift footsteps approach, and a hand rips the sack from his head. After being dragged around for hours in total darkness, even the dim light makes him squint. This story is just zipping along. My eyes follow the bottom of the page like a bucket dropped down a well. I turn the page, and turn the next almost as quick. Each page seems to end sooner than the last. I've never read this fast before. What's going on? A warmth wells up in my mind, slowly trickling down my spine before threading the tips of my fingers. As the warmth passes through my body, each part becomes more sensitive, and I'm more aware of my immediate surroundings. I've never felt anything like this from caffeine. What the heck's in here? I've heard people mention lion's mane helping them focus on a caffeine rush. I continue my tea-accelerated reading, scanning each page for a second or two before jumping to the next. I make it halfway through the book before I know it. When I look at the clock, it claims only 30 minutes have passed. I was so focused I didn't even touch my food. Hold on, I can't have remembered everything reading that quickly, right? After all, there's no way I'd remember all the members of the Circle of Pakas. I only showed up for a small scene at around page 130. Wait, did I just rattle off a specific page number? I'm gonna pause it right there, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!